The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18 plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Excuse me! Taxi! What are you doing?
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
He just left King Charles at Ground Zero. Our boss and owner, Red Apple Media, and so much more, John Catsimatidis. Welcome, sir. How is the king?
Well, see, I haven't seen him in a long time. When I was running for mayor, I met him at the British Embassy in New York when he was just the prince, we were on a small line. There was about I would say 100 people in line to greet him, he came over and he shook my hand, and I told him that I was there for the funeral at the castle for King Constantine, who I was very close to, and Prince Pavlo was there, and we were very close to. And I told him that King Constantine we were together when we built the church in the Greek Orthodox Church in Havana with Fidel Castro. And he was very interested in it. And we spent at least 3-4 minutes together, which is, I guess, a lot to spend with a king.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I got a couple of quick questions. Is he tall, small? What's his stature?
He's about the same size as I am, about 5'9", 5'10", the Queen Camilla was. I think she's older than him, but by the way, he spoke very well last night, he spoke very well in Congress. My daughter Andrea was in Congress with him yesterday when he spoke, and tonight I think Margot, my wife Margot, and Andrea is going to the King's Trust dinner tonight in his honor. Look, I think the purpose of this trip, I'm giving you my opinion, is because they have a socialist prime minister and really, can I say, pissed off our president. I think the King Charles, who they have him and President Trump have mutual respect for each other. He was here to mend fences on some of the hard feelings that happened with the British Prime Minister. That's my opinion.
When you shook his hands, does he have what is it, a firm handshake? Is it what's it like shaking hands with the king?
Well, it was a regular handshake, an ordinary handshake, and then I shook Queen Camilla's hand, and her nephew was standing next to me. He was in the front row with me. They had about maybe 20, 30 people in the front row to greet the king. It was very, very nice. It was very nice. And look, after hearing his speech last night and yesterday in Congress, I have a lot better respect for everything, and I'm glad the UK, the United Kingdom, and America are together. And I don't know what they're going to do with their prime minister there, because I'm not sure he represents all the people.
You know, it's interesting. My dad met the king once, and this is years ago, and he said, the king said to him, "What keeps you up at night?" And my dad said, "Nuclear proliferation." And I said, when my dad told me that, I said, "Really?" And he said, "What am I going to say? The dog next door?" I just thought the king got a kick out of it. Well, that's amazing, John. We appreciate your review. And
I'm just reporting in, and I sent the digital department a lot of pictures, and I hope they reproduce it the right way. I got videos of I can't take a video of me shaking hands.
Hey, King, let's do a selfie.
Well, you know what he said when I said that?
What?
He said, no, it's too close. In other words, maybe he doesn't look as good.
Oh, I know exactly what he means. Yeah, you don't, you got to
no makeup, nothing. Not as close.
You got to have it at the right angle.
Yes. And then you know who yelled at me for doing a picture?
Who? Michael
Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg escorted him through the entire thing, but he must have spent $5-10 billion in London and UK. So I guess they have a lot of mutual respect for each other.
Well, what an adventure! What a New York adventure, John Catsimatidis. Thank you so much for sharing. And
keep up the great good work.
All right, pal. Sir, thank you very much. To be continued.
This is Roger Stone with a serious warning for you. The U.S. dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power since 1912. Your savings are exposed, and gold and silver remain the final hedge against currency devaluation, inflation, and ongoing economic uncertainty worldwide. So call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide from American Sovereign Bullion and learn how to protect your wealth with gold and silver. Call 844-272-2428 or visit dyingdollar.com. That's dyingdollar.com.